Hey guys, Nabeel Khan here, and today we're going to go through how to do a budget that sticks and cover a few common budgeting styles because we have a lot of requests for this topic on this channel, and I'm glad to bring this to you today because I get it. Navigating money isn't easy. It's doable, but there is no one way to achieving financial freedom, and that's largely based on everyone having their own perspective based on their circumstances. And the choices that you make with money are also not so clear-cut. I mean, do you rent or do you buy? Do you buy a car cash or do you lease? Do you save first or whatever it is? It's also relative to where you are and what your goals are. However, there is a common factor here that's involved in all of our journeys to living on our own terms, and that's called money. No matter where you're from, money works the same, and the sooner you learn to understand that flow of money in your specific situation, the sooner you're going to reach your next level in your journey. How to do your budget the right way, up next. Hey guys, welcome back to Money Talks, and if you're here for the first time, thanks for being here. I really appreciate your time. Hit that like button and send some love back to the community. Straight into it. If you've ever searched how to do a budget on the internet, you've come up with 24 million ways on how to do a budget, and they all start with the same way of how the other way doesn't work. So I designed this video forgetting all of that as if you are starting from scratch. What I mean by starting from scratch is that you are in a place today where you've understood that you don't understand where your money is currently going or where it needs to be going in your journey towards living on your own terms. So rule number one before doing a budget is don't do a budget if you're not serious about achieving a goal. Which means before you start writing numbers down and seeing where this money is going, you first need to have goals and a purpose for this exercise, or you're setting yourself up for failure because no one actually follows through with anything if they're not certain that it's going to make them happy. So guys, I'd suggest that you go and watch the How to Plan for 2020 video, because after doing those 8 steps, you'll be emotionally fired up and ready to tackle this exercise with a lovely list of things and next steps so that your budget is effective. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. Guys, a budget is going to be the tool for you to understand your current situation with money. And it's that understanding of how money is flowing into and out of your life that will give you the ability to make decisions towards your goals. So here's how you create a budget. Step 1, money in. Note down all of your incomes that come into your account after tax. That's money into your life. Step 2, money out. List all of your fixed expenses. That's rent, bond repayments, grocery bills, insurance, vehicle payments, Wi-Fi, helpers, nannies, debt repayments, subscriptions, school fees, etc. Then list your automated savings to retirement accounts, money market accounts, investment accounts, and so on. Then list your variable expenses. This is where you're spending most likely by swiping. You'll have to go through some recent bank statements to get a true reflection of how much was spent and where in the past few months on things like repairs, maintenance, gifts, clothing, accessories, gadgets, eating out. And if you find recurring patterns in your spending, feel free to add the average spend to your fixed expenses and get as accurate as possible. Now I'm going to take a second to remind you guys that this process shouldn't be boring, because you're not just doing a budget, you're doing your lifestyle budget. So before we go on to step 3 and 4, let's take a look at the different styles of budgeting that are out there. Number 1, the 50-20-30 rule. This style is basically spend 50% on the things that you need, 20% on saving or investing, and 30% on the things that you want. There's also a similar style that worked for a client of mine that helped him achieve his financial freedom before he turned 30. He worked on a rule of thirds. He spent a third of his money on his needs, he spent a third of his money on personal development, and he invested a third of his money from his very first paycheck. Lived on less from the beginning and spent a lot of money on things that would grow his perspective, books, courses, time around people that will build his mindset, and he invested a third, and that habit got him to 15 million rand before the age of 30. There's also zero-based budgeting. This is basically matching your income and giving every amount of money a job towards retirement travel, transport, and all of your expenses. So you keep track of every single cent. And then there's percentage budgeting. Basically how this works is you decide on a number, let's say 50%. So that's the number that you live on, and you invest the rest. So half of your paycheck you live on, half of your paycheck you invest. This is classic of a movement called financially independent retire early. And these guys actually do this. They save half of their paycheck, invest it for years and years, and after, let's say, 10 years of doing that, they have so much money that they just live on the interest. Look guys, this can be a whole different video, but what I want you to realize is that there is no one right way. Obviously, these methods have worked for many different types of people, but if you want these things to work for you specifically, you have to approach it from a point of understanding where your money is going accurately in relation to your goals, or you won't stick to it. So understand that doing step 1 and step 2 is going to accurately show you your picture of where money is flowing. So on to step 3. It's the money out from the money in, and you should have an amount left over. So on to step 4. Allocate your additional extra money towards your goals in an annual budget. Doing this will give you an understanding, a visual understanding of what you can build up towards your goals in any given year. Now remember that list that you created from the 8 steps to planning 2020 video? Here's where you're going to use it. Because this list will bring you clarity of what you need to be working on next, what you need to be putting money towards, and that is what will make your budget yours. You can allocate and track by looking at the year in advance if you're going to achieve a goal and when. You can even take this through to next year. And it's at this point that you'll gain control over your spending habits and start living on your own terms. Now, if you don't have money in step 4 and there's more money flowing out than money in, then you have still won, guys. Because by doing the steps, you'll have clarity on your situation today. You'll have clarity on where money is going, and partner that with the clarity of your life's goals from doing this exercise with purpose. The next step forward should be clear to you in what you need to change today. Be it letting go of expenses or finding more money in through a side hustle, affiliate marketing programs, or spending time on this channel, building your mindset to learn and develop different strategies. Guys, my goal for you through this process is for you to live your life on your own terms. I really wish, no matter what your finances look like today, that you reach your financial freedom. And the beauty of budgeting is in the very fact that there is no one right way to do this, but there is a right way for you, and you are fully in control any time of when that happens. So let me know what you thought about this video below, and guys, send me an email if you want access to that budget template that I used in this video. I'll create a PDF and I'll leave my email in the description link below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Share this video to help one more person in their journey to understanding their cash flow, how money is flowing in and out. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.